Hello and welcome to Eden Live, where I am reading all of Eden by FREI live on Facebook and on YouTube, and the recorded clips then also find their way onto Instagram, IGTV. We're a little bit later today than usual. Normally I do this at 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. EST, and now it's a little bit later. It's coming up towards 8, and that's simply because we're in, it's the eve of Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve, as it were, the 23rd of December, and so we were busy with other things. So that's why we're running a bit late, but it doesn't really matter because I know that some of you, in fact, probably most of you, are watching these as recorded clips or watch the embedded video on the website rather than the live webcast. But if you are watching the live webcast, then welcome and thank you for joining me. We are in volume 4 of Eden by FREI, which is the Ice King, and in here we are in have reached the penultimate chapter, chapter 6, which is called The Core. Into the core I dissolve. I remember the Ice King. He lingers in my body, in my senses, my mind, in my nature, my idiom, in my eyes, in my aptitudes. I was never like the Ice King at all, yet I am he is me. Was that unavoidable? Or was it my wish? Down at the core of the center of the stem, of the flow, of the pulse, there is no movement, no stillness, no anger, no pain, no cold and no ice, and no view and no argument, no perspective. There is liquid lava only. The core is the place at which everything starts and everything comes together, and everything ceases to be, and everything is alive. But the heat melts the molecules and causes nuclear fusions. It's as close as we get to the sun, the energy, the source. As I come up for air, I realize to my joy, I'm still breathing. In, breathing out. Im Atem holen sind zweierlei Gnaden. I remember things I never knew were instilled in me, but they, like the Ice King, remain. They are rooted. They grow. I grow. I grow out of the core and through the pole, and I form into something almost human. I laugh inside, not happy, relieved. The fact alone that there is a core, that there is a pole, that there is a word, that there is a thought, that there is a kiss, that there is a chamber, that there is ice, that there is a king. That the king rules me because I want him to only. He has my permission. I am his subject. He is my slave. We get on swimmingly. Like happy spermatozoa, we float in the semen of our need towards the egg of our imagination, flagella wagging, willing us on to imminent fertilization. Often we fail. But we are not unique. We are 2 among millions, and the consciousness from which we have squirted is generous, patient. There is more. There is plenty. We are not alone. We are not lost. We are not meaningless. We are not wasted. Up through the salty water I burst, slithery wet and elated. If this be living, I'll have me some more of it, yes. The Ice King, tranquil now, regal, mischievous, hot, smiles at me knowingly. He knows me better than I care to admit, but I care not. I have him in my mind, and he has me in his gonads. Together we're strong. Let this be our universe. The force that holds us together may yet tear us apart, but for now, there is only the idea of what may be. Strengthened, revived, I emerge. The Ice King walks with me now as I go. I am the Ice King. I am the snowflake. I am the snowflake collector, the wonder and joy. The innocence lost and found. The anguish, the great satisfaction, the invention, the story. I walk on an empty plain that extends into all directions without end. Absence of colour surrounds me. I have conquered my fear, not lost it, not abandoned it, no. Embraced it, loved it, cherished it, wrestled it, made it my own. I am the master of that I create. I am God. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. The swirls of air from my mouth form a flurry of flowers whose pollen disperse and populate the void. It is a paradise. It is rich. It is the land of beauty, abundance. This is where I belong. This is home. And that is chapter 6, the call in the Ice King. The penultimate chapter is the one before last. There's only one more to go in the Ice King, and then, which will happen on Monday, all things being equal, so in about 4 or 5 days' time, and then we go on to volume 5, which is called The Planet Walk. In the meantime, if you're doing Christmas, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, a happy festive season, even though it may well be different to any other festive season we've had before. Do stay healthy and well and safe and sane, and join me again when you have the time. I will be doing this again on Monday, normally at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 6 p.m. London time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight is a little bit later than usual because it's Christmas Eve, because it's the last day before Christmas Eve. I will see you again very soon, I hope. Thank you very much for joining me. Until then, take good care, love and let love, and see you very soon. Cheers.